What's up, you guys? It's Steve here, and we've got some breaking news for you. And in my last video, I let you know things were going to be likely changing here very soon, but I didn't realize it was going to be this fast. This is your stimulus check update and your stimulus package update. Now, take a look, you guys. Just came out about an hour ago. Dems House Budget Chair hints at possible Pelosi strategy for infrastructure bill. Take a look at this subtitle. House Budget Committee Chairman John Yarmuth hinted at what the Speaker may have in store for the bipartisan bill. And you guys, I'm going to be sharing with you the actual video footage so you can hear it for yourself directly from him. As he's saying, the time frame and the arrival for stimulus and infrastructure is very likely going to be changing, you guys. Now, this is all as a result of what I shared with you this morning. Take a look, you guys. This changed everything. Building back, Biden will make leadership buckle on spending bill price tag. Democrats say, I'm going to read for you just the very first part here. The Democrats' $3.5 trillion budget reconciliation package will likely come to his desk with a significantly reduced price tag. Democratic officials say, and you guys, we're hearing that, yes, as you know, President Joe Biden said that he was going to talk to Senator Joe Manchin, get him on board like he always does, get him to come up to a $3.5 trillion price tag and flip him on his stance on stimulus. And well, you guys, it looks like the opposite has happened. It looks like Senator Joe Manchin has flipped President Joe Biden to come down significantly on the price tag. And what we're hearing is other Democratic leaders might get on board as well because they're saying there's too much at stake here. There's too much on the line. And then if they don't produce anything, if this all falls apart, not only will there be no stimulus and no infrastructure, but Democrats will also likely lose control of the House and the Senate in the midterm elections, and Republicans will step up into power, you guys. So they're saying just passing something is better than nothing. And now we're hearing that to stall for more time, Pelosi is putting together a new strategy. So you guys, I'm going to share with you the video footage. We're going to take a look at this. Just came out today, and I'm going to share it with you so you can see it for yourself as of today, September 19th, 2021. Now, before we dive in, though, if you could do me a quick favor, just takes a second. If you like and appreciate these updates, don't forget, smash the like button. Just takes a second. Just lets the YouTube algorithm know that you think I'm doing a good job, and in turn, they're going to continue to promote my channel and my videos. Also, leave your comments down below. Share this out if you think it's going to help out other people. And if this is your first time here, don't forget, hit that subscribe button, turn on the notification bell. You can come join the viewing community, join the RAM fam. We want you here. I'll keep you up to date on stimulus, Congress, the economy, anything having to do with money. I will keep you up to date. And if you got any specific questions that you want me to answer, you want to direct it right to Steve Ram, be sure to shoot me a DM on Instagram at SteveRam3, which is by far the best way to get a hold of me if you got any specific questions. And yes, I go through all those DMs in chronological order, so give me a little bit of time. Might take me a couple days, but I will go through and I will do my best to respond to your questions and get you answers, you guys. But with that being said, let's go ahead and dive right in. I've got the headphones ready. Let's get caught up on this video, and you can hear the latest on the changes that are happening right now to stimulus, the price tag, and the arrival time.
Let me ask you about an issue that involves Democrats in the House. Democratic leaders say that the House will, and I thought the word choice was interesting, consider the bipartisan infrastructure deal a week from tomorrow, September 27th, which is what Speaker Pelosi promised the moderates in the Democratic caucus. Right. I guess two questions. One, does consider mean vote on the bipartisan bill? And the reason I ask, and you well know, is because some people in the left wing of your party say, hey, look, if you put up the bipartisan bill in September and you don't get to the $3.5 trillion spending bill, which we'll get to in a moment, we're going to vote against the bipartisan bill. So are you saying, is the Speaker Pelosi saying they're going to vote on the bipartisan bill next week and separate it from the big spending bill?
The only answer I can give you is that that is the current plan, to vote on the infrastructure bill on September 27th. Now, there are some other kind of qualifications to that under the rules. The Speaker does not have to actually advance the bill to the, if we pass it in the House, does not actually have to send it to the President for signature. She can hold on to that bill for a while. So there's some flexibility in terms of how we mesh the two mandates. One of them is to vote on that on the 27th. The second one is to not pass one without the other.
Let's talk about the big tax and spending bill, $3.5 trillion. You're going to pass it with just, if you can pass it, with just Democratic votes. And there are some serious splits between the House and Senate Democrats, among House Democrats. First of all, the size, $3.5 trillion. You've got Joe Manchin and some other Senate Democrats saying they won't go for any more than half that. How do you resolve that issue?
Well, first of all, we're not really focused on the top line of spending. I know a lot of people are, because what we ought to be focused on is what the net investment in the people of the United States will be. And as has been mentioned, the Ways and Means Committee has voted about $2 trillion worth of tax increases exclusively on wealthiest Americans and corporations during the 10 years. So the net investment, if no other revenues are created, then that would be about $1.5 trillion. If the total spending stayed at that $3.5 trillion level. But most importantly, what we're focused on is the fact that these are things that we absolutely have to do as a country. These are not frivolous matters. We have a desperate deficiency in the social infrastructure in this country: access to affordable child care, the absence of early childhood education, the infrastructure for senior care. I mean, we have lots of seniors increasing every day and living longer, and we want to do what we can to make sure they have a comfortable retirement. So there are a lot of that's what I think we need to focus on, not the money.
Well, a lot of people say money matters too. Your budget committee is going to have to try to put all of the different parts of the spending package together. I want to ask you briefly about one other big split among Democrats, and that is whether or not to allow Medicare to negotiate lower prices so you can expand Medicare benefits. You had a number of the more moderate members of your caucus vote against that. How are you going to resolve that?
Right. Well, I know that at least two of them have said they actually want negotiation with Medicare to take place. They just didn't like the mechanism that was in the Energy and Commerce legislation. So there are ideas, I know, coming out of the Senate on this. I'm not sure there are very many in the Democratic caucus on either side of the building that actually are opposed to negotiation on prices of prescription drugs. I just think it's the methodology we use.
Real quick, when do you think the House will pass the big tax and spending bill, and what do you think the top line number will be?
Okay, well, I'm not going to deal with the top line number. I suspect it will be somewhat less than 3.5 trillion. Remember, that's over 10 years, and this is basically about 5% more than we're going to spend anyway. That's what it means in context. But in answer to your question, I would say we're probably going to slip past the September 27th date. Sometime into early October would be my best guess.
Chairman Yarmuth, thank you. Thanks for coming in today, and we'll track how things go in the House this week, sir.
Wow, there we have it, you guys. Let me know your thoughts in the comments down below. A lot right there to take in. Things are going to be changing with stimulus, likely the price tags coming down, the arrival time. We don't even have an official date yet, just saying that it's very likely Pelosi is not going to hit the 27th, and she's going to carry him out into early October, and we'll see if they decide to go forward with infrastructure. Maybe it passes, maybe it doesn't, because we heard without stimulus alongside it, Democrats might wreck it. And even if they do pass it, she can hold it hostage, stall for more time to get things together for stimulus. So you guys, a lot is going to be unfolding here. I'll be sure to keep you up to date here on the channel. Be sure to stay tuned. And as always, you guys, thank you so much for joining me. If you made it this far and you haven't already, don't forget, smash that like button. It just takes a second. And like I said, leave your comments. I would love to hear your thoughts on all this. Share this out if you think it's going to help out other people. Hit the subscribe button. Turn on the notification bell if this is your first time here. And if you got any specific questions for me, shoot them to me in the DM on Instagram at SteveRam3. But with that being said, you guys, I'll catch you in the next video. Remember, 3 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, Monday through Friday, and also random uploads during the day and weekends whenever news breaks. But with that being said, hope you have a blessed Sunday. I'll catch you in the next one. Take care. God bless. This is Steve.